Okay, so welcome back once again, guys. Now, in this lecture, I'll be talking about a DAX function, and that too with respect to a moving average, or you can say a rolling window, right? I believe I have already discussed about this, but yeah, so again, I'm going to talk about this one in a different context, by the way. So, moving average. Let me share my screen and let me give you explanation with respect to an example. So, let's suppose we have basically data. So where we have a date given to me, and date is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this, right? And we have a sales which is given to me. So sales on date 1 is equals to 100, then 150, and then we have like a 200, we have like a 180, and we have 170. Now, so if we have to calculate a moving average, right? If we have to calculate a moving average, and then our window size is basically -3. -3 means so last 3 days. So let's try to do the calculation, or is 3, by the way. Yeah, let's suppose it's 3. So here what it will do, so it will try to if I'm calculating a moving average for this date, right, this particular date. So it will try to look into this data, and do we have a previous 2 data, right? Because window size is basically 3, which I have given over here, right? Window size is basically 3, which I have given over here. So it will try to check that whether we have this particular a data set for this particular window or not. And obviously we don't have a data set for this particular window, so it is going to be blank. Now it will come over here for this particular date, and do we have 3 data set? No. So again it is going to be blank. Now it will come over here for this particular date. Do we have a 3 data set? So yeah, we have this, this, and this. So what is the moving average? So moving average is going to be 150. So 100 plus 150 plus 200 divided by 3. And divided by 3. That's the window size. Now it will come over here. It will try to calculate. So what is the moving average? So it will try to take previous 3, this 3, right? So 150, 200, 180. So 176.67 if you are going to do the math. Now it will come over here. Now what is the moving average? So moving average for last 3 days as per our instruction is basically going to be the average of these 3 results or these 3 records. So it's going to be 183.33. So this is something called as a moving average. So where we are going to give a particular date, it will try to check that whether we have a data in that particular window or not, and then it is going to calculate the average. So let's try to do a calculation with respect to our measures that we are going to create. So here what I will do, so I will try to create a new measure. We have a data set, right? We have a date data and we have a sales data. So I can try to go ahead and I can try to create a new measure over here, and I can try to give a name of this measure is equals to moving average for, let's suppose, 3 days. Yeah, moving average of a 3 days. So here I'm going to call a function called as average x, and here so I can try to apply a filter. So dates in a period, right? Dates in particular period, and we know that it is going to take an interval, a start date, a number of interval, all those things. So here I'm going to call date new date key column. So try to apply a filter on this one, and then there is a function called as last date. So from a last date, if I would like to calculate whatever is the last date which is available in my records, or maybe I can, if I don't want to call a last date, then I can try to give a hard coded date. So I can try to say that 2023 March 31st, March 31st. So just look into this particular date and then give me the moving average of this particular date with the window size is equal to 3. So here -3 is a window size and 3 is basically representing a day. So I have mentioned it, close it. Yeah, close it. Now, so this one is done. This one is done. Now, so what we have to calculate? So calculate basically a summation of a sales of amount. Yeah. So calculate summation of a sales of a amount, and then try to close this one and then try to close this one. So now this is going to give me a moving average of last 3 days. Moving average of a last 3 days from the date that we have given. So moving average of the last 3 days, whatever date I have given. Now if I'm going to change my date, right? If I'm going to change my date, so let's suppose if I'm going to make it like a 4, let's suppose, and I don't think that there is a 31st on a 4th month, which is technically an April. So now if I'm going to see, it's 2.42. Let me change this to 5 and 3.59. So yeah, it is able to do a calculation. It is able to do a calculation based on my moving average. So I can keep on changing those dates, and then it is going to give me the records. It is going to give me the result at the end of the day. So hope this moving average concept is clear. I can just give a date and then I can say that, okay, fine. So last 3 days, last 3 year, last 3 quarter, or maybe last 3 month. So it is going to calculate the average, and technically it is going to give me the final result based on my moving average condition that I'm going to put up. So with that, thank you so much once again, guys, and see you again in my next lecture.